Hello, BookTube. Back again with actual part 15, Fox and Cat with Aunt Lydia. And we start right off with a quote on this one. And I quote, "All things come to she who waits. Time wounds all heals. Patience is a virtue. Vengeance is mine." Here's the one that's always true. Everything's in the timing. Over the years, she's attuned her spy equipment to hear everything, like even whispers. Like, that's how good her spy equipment is, that she even hears the whisperings, which is why Becca is like, watch what you say, because there is no safe space here. And I quote, "I held my breath to see which of our newly recruited girls would provide me with the sort of shameful information I both craved and collected." Lydia tells us it took Becca years to finally spill her secret. Now, Lydia already knew Dr. Grove was fondling young girls and even had pictures, but the testimony of young girls, even if she could get them to admit anything, it wasn't worth anything in this man's world. Even with the pictures, it didn't mean anything. And when she finally heard Becca telling Hannah what had actually happened to her most of her life, Lydia knew it was time to do something. Now, we don't get to know exactly what he did to Becca for years. We just know it was bad enough that Lydia was like, yep, time to punish this fuck. Do you want to take a guess? Just a little guess about how old Becca was when Dr. Grove first started messing with her. Take a wild guess. 4. Yep, you heard me. 4 years old he started molesting her. Time to call in a favor. So Aunt Lydia sets up a meeting with Aunt Elizabeth at the cafe. And I quote, "I think we should have a confidential talk," I said. She leaned forward, expecting gossip. "I've often wondered," I said, "if you were an animal, what would you be?" She leaned back, puzzled. "I can't say I've given it any thought." "Indulge me," I said. "For instance, fox or cat?" Okay, so here's the gist of the fox and cat fable. A fox and a cat are hanging out, and they get to chatting. The fox is like, "I have a ton of tricks to employ to escape any predators. How about you?" Well, the cat says she only has one trick, but it's never failed her. So a pack of dogs comes chasing them out of nowhere, and the cat employs her one trick. She goes right up into the tree. Meanwhile, the fox is down there pulling every trick out of the book trying to escape, but fails and ends up getting ripped to shreds. So the moral is, common sense is better than cunning. Well, Lydia tells us she feels like she's both things. She has her box of tricks that she does employ, but she also has the patience and wherewithal to be the cat and just zip her shit up and wait for everyone else to noose themselves. Anyway, so Aunt Elizabeth was like, "A cat, I guess?" To which Lydia was like, "Yeah, I think so too. But right now, I need you to be a fox." So she tells Aunt Elizabeth how Aunt Vidala is plotting against her. And Elizabeth is like, "What the fuck, man? Why would she do this?" And I quote, "Who can fathom the secrets of the human soul?" Here comes the cunning from Aunt Lydia. Lydia tells her, maybe she's envious, because she knows that Aunt Elizabeth is like Lydia's second in command. And I quote, here Elizabeth brightened, as this was news to her. Now, of course, we know this is bullshit, but remember, Aunt Lydia is buttering her up to ask her for something. Something big, something probably dangerous. But hey, flattery is so disarming, it will get you anywhere, right? So Lydia really continues to push how Vidala is angling to get her and Elizabeth denounced so she can finally just take over. But don't worry, I'll protect you, Lydia tells her. Well, now, Aunt Elizabeth is just ever so grateful, right? Well, all Lydia needs in return is a little favor. A token, really, a trifle. Well, being so grateful to be protected by Aunt Lydia, she's just like, of course, anything you need. And I quote, I want you to bear false witness. And that's the end of that section. She's just like, I'm going to need you to tell a big old lie. How do you feel about that? And yeah, like I said, that one is super short. But, like, it's like the ball's rolling. I mean, where we are right now, this is where I'm working on. But we are here. We are this far. Like, shit is going down for real. And, I mean, it's only going to get crazier from here on out. So what do you think Aunt Lydia's plan is for Aunt Elizabeth? I know we were just talking about Dr. Grove, so, like, probably something to do with that. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode. That's actually section 15 of the Testaments, Fox and Cat. With me, of course, as always, the inconsistent reader. And the next section is Nicole's section. It will be Pearl Girls, section 16. And as always, make good choices. Bye.